found it again. Found it again. It's all over the place. The name YESHUA is hidden all over the place in the Tanakh. The Tanakh is the acronym for the Hebrew Bible. The Hebrew Bible, or referred to as the Old Testament, the Old Covenant. YESHUA is scattered all over. I found it again in Hebrew. YESHUA. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. Psalm 21, very first verse. I like how having this software package. I didn't buy it; it was free. Just amazing. You know, in the Psalms, some of the Psalms, they have this little introduction. For instance, this one, I'm going to read the English, the introduction before the first verse, which is, well, it's technically the first verse. But anyway, the introduction in the English translation says, "To the chief musician, a psalm of David." Now, the literal translation from Hebrew in this introduction says, "For the one making it permanent." Oh, for the one making it permanent, Psalm of David. Let me read the English. Verse 1. "The king shall joy in your strength, O Lord, and in your salvation how greatly shall he rejoice." YESHUA is hidden inside those words. Okay, the Hebrew, number one, the Hebrew doesn't cover up our Father's name. You know, one of the 10 Commandments, "You shall not take my name in vain." Technically, that presentation is, "You shall not take my name and bring it to nothing." Exactly what's been done. We took his name and covered it up with LORD. Jewish people won't even write his name. You know, if they're doing an email or something, there'll be G_D. I mean, it's crazy what has happened to our Father's name. And yet, you know, I mean, when you look at darkness, it just keeps getting darker. So, whatever. It's not like Daddy's out there going, "They covered up my name. They covered up my name. They covered up my..." It's not like that. Daddy's not like that. Everything's finished. Everything is finished. YESHUA only said what he heard the Father say. Daddy said, "It is finished." YESHUA said, "It is finished," and gave up his spirit. It is finished. We're all finished. Let me get back to this. Sun's going to come up here in a little bit. It's just a wonderful morning. Just wonderful. Wow. Yes, YESHUA is in this verse I just read. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open the gift for you. "Unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom." That would be the gift. He's offering us a gift. You got to take the gift, you have to open the gift, and you have to apply the gift. Woo! Black Rifle Company. Beyond Black. It's really good. Okay, back to verse number 1. Daddy Daddy, Big Daddy. I call him Big Daddy. He's the Most High. He's the father of Yeshua, who we're talking about and just found in this Old Testament psalm hidden in the Hebrew. Big Daddy's who I call him because he's big. He's really big, and he's my daddy. And I like being his little child. I like it. His name, covered up, Yod Hey Vav Hey in Hebrew. I pronounce it Yehovah. I also like the pronunciation I've heard from Nehemiah Gordon. I mean, not from Nehemiah, it's from another guy. Anyway, another guy I've learned a lot from. He pronounces it Yahweh. Either way, they covered it up. And this literal translation of this verse, the king shall joy in your strength, O Lord, and in your salvation, how greatly he shall rejoice. In your salvation. Hold on to that. Now, let me read you the literal translation. Like every word is called an interlinear. Every word is literally translated. Reads a little funky sometimes, but the daddy's name, Yehovah. I mean, it's translated Yehovah. In your strength, he is rejoicing, the king, and in your salvation. What? He is exalting exceedingly. I mean, really, exceedingly. David's wife just got all over him because of the way he was exceedingly rejoicing in the street. I mean, just fussing at him. I don't know what she said. I don't care what she said. But it was exceedingly exulting. This means not like clapping your hands a little bit. But, back up. Here it is. I'm about to open the package for you. Yehovah, in your strength, he is rejoicing, the king. This is David. The next word, and in your salvation, you know what that word is? You know what the root word of that salvation? It's Yeshua. Let me do this again. It's all over the place. It's all over the Tanakh. I run up on it at least 2 or 3 times a week. I run up on Yeshua. It's crazy. It's crazy good. Yehovah, in your strength, the king is rejoicing. And in Yeshua, wow, he's exceedingly exulting. Yehovah, Big Daddy. In your strength, he is rejoicing, King. And in Yeshua, wow, how exceedingly he is exulting. Let's look at that word exulting. See, I can click on this word, this Hebrew word, and it gives me the pronunciation. Gil. And it gives me a lot of information about this word opened up. It's a primitive root, properly to spin around. Now, that's exalting. To spin around. I mean, when you're really, all caps, really over the top excited about anything, you may be moved to stand up, jump up, and just kind of spin around. That's what this word is talking about. Exalting exceedingly. It's what the king does because of Yahovah's YESHUA. Now, what are we going to do with Yahovah's YESHUA? Who is he to us? He's the gift. He's the access. He's the door to our Father, to sit with him. We can be our Father's tutor. We can be tutored personally by our Father. Instead, we've come to the door and stopped. YESHUA, the door, saying, come on in, come sit with us. Come on in, come sit with us. And we just stopped at the door. The door opens to us the secret place of the Most High. It's hidden. I've heard it said it's not hidden from us, it's hidden for us. What are you going to do with this YESHUA that's hidden all through the Old Testament? What are you going to do with him?